ġej. Miegħi fuq il-linja finalment irnexxieli nagħmel kuntatt ma' Timea Szilagyi li qed tagħmel bħalissa l-Camino Maltés, bħalissa tinsab propju f'Sardinja. Ħa naraw daqsxejn ukoll kif kien l-andament ta' dawn l-aħħar ġranet. Good morning, dear Timea. Hope you can hear me now. Where are you? And how are you this morning, Timea? Finally.
Good morning, Antonella, and good morning to everyone. Yes, finally. I had to move out to the street. In fact, it's a very small village of 600 people living here only. And in fact, I'm standing in front of a church of San Giacomo on the street because in the house there was no connection. So,
that's why we couldn't possibly reach you.
I am about 100 kilometers away from my starting point from Cagliari in Sardinia.
Okay.
And my destination for today is called Mandas. So
it's at the very bottom of Sardinia, right?
Yes, it's still the south.
Yes.
This will be my fourth walking day in Sardinia.
Fourth walking day, and you're almost completing your fourth week of your Camino, Timea.
Yes,
Are you counting?
Yes.
Are you counting the days?
No, I started to recount them for Sardinia because then I will get lost.
What are the differences you noted from your walk in Sardinia when compared to Sicily and Malta? Of course, your point of departure. Let's call it so.
Sardinia now it's completely remote. It was the same at the north part of Sicily when I'm walking like 30 kilometers and there's no single village. There's nowhere to get water from, food. So I have to really keep up without anything from the morning. But I'm enjoying it. I have, I think, even stronger connection to nature. And I don't wish for anything. I just walk with open heart and open soul, and I accept whatever comes. If it's raining, I smile for the rain.
In fact,
if it's,
I was going to ask you what's the weather like, because here it's crazy. Yesterday we had...
It's amazing. It's amazing. People said that for today there's gonna be rain, so I put in front my gaiters, and now it's so nice and sunny. I just accept whatever comes.
Yesterday, I really thought of you because we had a rainy day. It rained practically all day. And I was like, I'm wondering where Timea might be right now. I hope she's not in the rain. But you were okay yesterday. The weather was okay.
Thank you so much. I had one really bad rain before Palermo. But
last week,
if it was like that every day, it would be a struggle. But I'm really managing well, and I'm blessed.
You already mentioned.
I can say only.
You already mentioned that it's a bit more difficult for you to find food because obviously you're walking in a very remote area. Let's say so. What can you tell us about accommodation? Are you finding assistance from the local association or friends of the way?
Yes. There's this Amici di Camino di Santiago, Marina Shibilla. I always refer to her because she is my greatest support. So I try to find accommodation myself, but I would like to stay places where they are with the Camino spirit and they are related to the Camino. And what she's doing, she's marking the way on the Camino, but she's also making a network of accommodation. So she's making contacts and contracts with small houses like the one I'm staying right now. And they are so welcoming and so great hosts with wonderful hospitality.
So your next stop would be Mandas, am I right? Did I get the village right?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Mandas, and that's about 100 kilometers into your Sardinia walk. How much more to go in Sardinia? What's the distance?
Sardinia overall is 460 kilometers, so I still have a bit less than 400 left. But with the pace last 2 days, I did 35 kilometers a day. So I did really a long stretch, and today it will be about 25. Sometimes I need to slow down because my body tells that I cannot do more. And really what you said, that I'm finding difficult to find food. There's nothing. So it's not like difficult. There's none.
Nothing.
So
when did you eat
I cannot
last?
carry more. So
When did you eat last? And what are you eating?
Last at this house with Cecilia, when I arrived, that was my first thing to say that I'm hungry.
I'm starving.
And then she gave me food, and so it's really nice.
But you can't really eat much, of course, because obviously you have to continue with your Camino. So obviously you have to, preferably, ideally, you eat small portions, eh? But if you're starving, then Timea.
The season a bit later would be much nicer because there's fig trees all the way and berries. And I tried them, but they are not good yet, even if they are dark. Because on my Spanish Camino in autumn time, I was eating all the time on the way. But here, fig season is a bit later. So
figs, wow, I love them. I love figs. James is also in touch with me. James from XirCammini, and he's mentioning photos that you're sending. Apparently, it looks like you're coming across more four-legged friends in Sardinia. Sheep, goats, also the suino nero, black pig.
Yes. I didn't believe it because I was passing by a stream and it was like a swamp. Not only the stream I had to cross because everywhere under the plants it was like 20-30 centimeters water. So I couldn't pass and I had to go on the side, on the rocks a bit. And then I looked ahead and I said, there are animals coming. And I took my phone, I started to take video, and then I realized that they are pigs. And they crossed very well that river and all this water. And then the way they were passing, I realized that there is the Camino sign. And I said, okay, they showed me the way. So in fact, recording the pigs coming, and I was so lucky because if I was on the Camino, maybe they wouldn't have passed next to me. So and then goats and cows and even dogs. Sometimes if it's just one or two dogs, I try to talk to them and I say, okay, you can follow me.
If it's more...
And they are not bothering me anymore.
But if there's more than two dogs, what happens then?
If it's more than two, then I start to raise my voice that go home. What did I say? I said go home. I hope that they don't come after me.
Look, apparently you came across an important, very important archaeological park in Sardinia yesterday.
Yes.
It's the Prano Muttedo Archaeological Park near the village of Goni.
Yes. So it is very important because there are three important tombs, and they are in circles, and they are also related to astrology. So that there's the equinox, it shows that they put these stones around, related to the stars and the equinox, and they date back to 3,200. To 2,800 before Christ. So they are really important. And I was so lucky because it was like 500 meters off from the Camino, but I still went in. And,
you managed to fit that
and
in.
the ladies there. Yes. And the clouds were so dark and there was a big storm at night. And it was to come. And as soon as I arrived to the accommodation, it hit really hard. But I said, I don't mind, I have to risk it, but I have to see these.
Definitely. It's the Prano Muttedo Archaeological Park, located near the village of Goni. Timea, I leave you to your walk. But before, I know that it's very difficult to plan. I know, because we discussed that already. But you said that Sardinia, the walk in Sardinia is approximately 460 kilometers. You're already you already covered 100 kilometers. When are you planning to complete your walk in Sardinia? Just an idea, an estimate,
By the end of May. So according to my plans, I already have plans ahead. I think around really at the end of May. 31st of May will be my last
Wow.
day. And there's a ferry on the 3rd of June. So I will risk it and I will buy my ferry ticket.
You're
for
already
the
buying
3rd of
your
June.
ferry ticket. Okay.
Yes,
That's
to
good
Barcelona,
motivation.
yes.
That's
I'm
a
committed,
good
yes,
source of
yes.
motivation. Thank you so much, Timea. It was all a pleasure to have this chat with you this morning. I wish you all the very best for your walk. A big hug and buon camino.
Thank you so
forward
much.
to
And
hearing
let me
more
wish
from
good
you.
luck for XirCammini for the coming Camino conference. And I also would like to wish buon camino to Raymond, Aquilina, and Joseph Farrugia because they are starting their long walk today. So
Today, wow.
Buon camino to
That's
all.
nice. Buon
Yes.
camino, buon camino. Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Timea.
much.
Look
Thank you.
forward to chatting with you again today week.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Eżis
Bye-bye.
semmija xieġmil ta' esperienza, xkuraċ, ġgazz, xispirazzjoni. Huma dawn l-individwi timxi f'erja remota, f'żona remota, ma tafx jekk se ssib tiekol, ma tafx jekk se ssib jekk se tasal, f'post fejn tmit rasek, ma nafx kemm ikun hemm imħadda, ħafna drabi jekk ssib dar kif sabet ħassib imħadda, ma l-inċertezza hija kontinwa u vera. Timea Szilagyi telqet minn Malta propju ħadd il-lajt bħalissa tinsab f'Sardenja baqala madwar 360 kilometru x'timxi f'Sardenja u wow diġa qed tantiċipa li fi żmien ġimagħtej ukoll tasal fit-tmiem din il-parti ta' Sardinja biex fit-3 ta' Ġunju effettivament imbagħad taqbad it-traghetto li wassala fit-tappa illi jmiss. Inkomplu nitkellmu ma' Timea bħallum ġimgħa intant insemmu wkoll insellmu lil XirCammini jekk inti li qed issegwina tixtieq tesperjenza mixja bħalma jidin, forsi anka hemm diversi mixjiet li wasluk Santiago de Compostela, għamel kuntatt ma' XirCammini u hemmhekk tista' ssib tim b'esperjenza li ma bħala illi jistgħu jgħinuk teżegwixxi wkoll din il-ħolma illi inti għandek.